Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Magic and Miracles, where you learn how to be the magician of your life. My name is Anna, and I've created Magic and Miracles so that I can help people of all walks of life achieve their manifestation goals. All information from me is below. So this audio will be solely dedicated to people who are looking into coming into coaching with me. And this will be an audio about how my coaching works, okay? I feel like we need a refresher as a collective group and as people listening in. I truly recommend my channel. Because every bit of it is channeled, it's inspired, and you're truly not going to get this knowledge in this capacity anywhere else. So if you're new, subscribe. So I want to really lay it out the way I've never laid it out so that you can maximize your chances with me to be successful in this coaching program. My coaching program is bulletproof. Like, listen, I've spent years and years researching metaphysics, quantum physics, blue, blah, blue. For the last 15 years, I've been, like an encyclopedia of all sorts of things that I find resourceful when it comes to understanding the universe, on top of already having exposure since a very young age of witnessing things that, people consider paranormal and this and that, but it's simply the energetic world. So I've had the exposure to that. And since then, I've perfected my methods, brought them down to earth, and really consolidated this in my signature program. Okay, it's a very structured, very easy to follow program, which is bulletproof, like I said, only if you're accepting the guidance. Okay, it is not for everybody to coach with me. Don't be under this illusion like I'm everybody else. I am not. Not because I want to stand out and be popular. No, I'm really just mean it. I'm not like everybody else. And you should understand this going in. I am very thorough. There's a reason why I have more audios on my channel than videos. I don't rely heavily, like most coaches, on visual content to attract clients. I rely purely on information, delivering the right content, because the people who work best with me are into information also. Information is gold. All right, not just a quick fix, not just a little technique, manifestation technique, this and that, but a real deep dive. And it's not for everybody, And I'm very well aware that you can go to another coach, and get your little quick fix that will last you like 5 minutes. To me, that's a waste of fucking money and time. Okay, because that's, again, using my metaphor from the early ages of this channel, putting a little tiny band-aid on a huge wound and pretending like everything's okay. And at this point, okay, of coaching people on YouTube, I really want to say that I'm more convinced than ever in this metaphor because of the certain kinds of ideas that I see in people, that they don't realize that this little quick fix isn't going to last you even 2 seconds. It's just not, okay? So only consider coaching with me. Number one, if you're honest, if you're open, if you're humble and ready to receive suggestions. I'm assuming this is why you're coming to me. Now, prior to that, it's a must. It's mandatory for you to watch more than one audio/video and really watch. Don't just watch 5 seconds of it or 5 minutes and then, decide that you're ready to rock and roll. No, I really want you to understand who I am. Because again, I am a very strong, very powerful coach, very straightforward. There are things that I'm going to tell you at times that are going to be completely honest and straightforward, but that you might not like. And I think it's very useful to have this flexibility when you're in coaching. Where else am I supposed to tell you the brutal truth? So your reaction to this needs to be Thank you very much. I'll take this into consideration. It's not a dictatorship by any stretch of the imagination. It's always a conversation. However, I am under the assumption that when you're coming in into my coaching, that you need my expertise, that you have trust in me, that you understand what I'm all about. If you're going to argue with me, about my professional opinion, where you're at and what you should do, why the fuck are you going to hire a coach? Like, seriously, let's be real here. You're going to this person for expertise. Now, I'm going to lay it all out 250% for you to get every single bit of information, all the questions answered, all the techniques, all the, the processes, and et cetera, et cetera. We will go through all of it. And the people who have been in through my coaching, they know this about me. I'm extremely thorough, and I'll stay, a little bit over in a session, not too long, but a few minutes over, just so you can finish your sentence. We can finish talking about the homework next time. Now, I will do that, and I will go above and beyond. And in between, you have access to me, via emails, text messages, or audios. But I will not tolerate, for 1 second, that you don't follow through. Again, why the fuck are you hiring a coach if you're not doing what you're learning? Then I'm wasting my time and you're wasting your money. I'm just being completely blunt. So this is a boot camp. This is not Disneyland. And like I said, it's not for everybody. Don't have these illusions that it's going to be a Disneyland, a walk in the park, and me paying you compliments and spreading rose petals under your feet. No, I'm going to be very, very respectful, but I'm also going to be tremendously honest, and I will expect certain things, right? So we're both showing up to make progress, to deliver results, whether that's bringing back your SP, building your confidence, usually goes hand in hand, not for nothing, which is why I start with your history. But the thing is, you expect a certain outcome in this scenario, don't you? Well, I expect a certain follow through as well. Otherwise, like I said, we're both wasting our time. It's okay not to do your homework because you had something come up, maybe you didn't have time, this and that. But if I'm suggesting to you, hey, I think we should do it this way, and you agree, and then you go and do the same thing you used to do before, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, I don't know what we're doing together. Really, I don't. And we can, spend as long a time as you want to covering certain issues, discussing. It's not that. It's just I expect you to show up ready to rock and roll. These are the kinds of people that succeed in my coaching the most, which is 90% of them. Okay, once in a while, the person just watched one video, which is why I continuously say, watch more than one video. Educate yourself about me. Okay, understand I'm not like anybody. I don't play this game like everybody else. I don't want to. It's boring. It's so dull and cheap. I'm into the real deal coaching, and you need to come with the real deal fucking attitude. That's all that I ask. Just be open and honest, and you'll accomplish everything you want to accomplish. It doesn't go like I'm giving you 250% and you give me 50 and you think I'm supposed to create a new reality for you. Says who? That's not how it works. I'm a facilitator. I'm a guide. I'm your mirror. I'm very intuitive. I will read your energy and I will pick up on certain things that some people get spooked. But this is my job, to guide you with the channeling messages, with everything that I got, with the intuitions, so that you can accomplish your lovely goals. So just let me do my job, okay, essentially. A person who does really well in my coaching, I want to say, is that they don't just do the work with me in session, okay? They, we close the session, whether it's on Zoom or on a phone call, and I give them very specific instructions, like this is what you're going to do, this is what down to the last detail. Everything is very well explained. And like I said, and I always say, everything is custom tailored to the specific person that's in my coaching, because by then, at least one session into it, I'm already kind of getting familiar with what the needs, really are. And I can't, explain explain this now in an audio. It just goes case by case. But you have very specific instructions. And so the person who does really well in my coaching is this person. They work not only in my coaching session, but they continue the work once we hang up the phone, once we end the Zoom session. If it's something they need to think about, if it's something they need to accomplish and do on their own, little things, little by little, I guide you through it. That's your responsibility to come up, to come to the table ready to rock and roll. There's certain things, certain aha moments, certain memories that I cannot produce for you. You're going to have to ruminate and think and work and do some, exercises and whatever it is I give to you so that you can come ready and prepared for our next session. Just like I get ready for our sessions, I take so many notes by hand in every single client's case. I never take them on my phone or on a computer. Never have I ever done that. Okay, I'm very present when I re-listen to our session and take a lot of notes because I want to absorb your energy. And through doing so, this is one of the ways that, I channel for you what specifically for you is going to be the best advice and outcome. If you resist that, I don't know what to do. I don't, because I'm giving you gold and you're like, no. Okay, it has very rarely happened. But like I said, let's just cover it all this time around. You also have the recordings of all the sessions. And I advise you strongly, I can't make you do anything, strongly to rewatch yourself, to watch yourself communicate to me what it is that's happening. It's so eye-opening. You're supposed to take notes, okay? We both, you and I, we're studying you all over. And again, I do not give a shit which coach, which therapist you've been to. I do it professionally. My way is the highest pilotage way to do things. I've yet to see a person online or anybody, I don't care who they are. They don't do it my way. So just trust that this is how it's supposed to happen. You're supposed to watch yourself, take the notes, discuss them with me, have your aha moments, do-ba-do. This is a process, but we're in partnership here. We're supposed to be a team. I'm not supposed to do most of the work. Certainly not. It's like I said, I'll show up with 250%. You need to give me at least 100. You do. You do, and you're doing it for yourself. All right? So it's kind of like Jerry Maguire. Help me, help you. It's exactly like that. Anyway, everything that we talk about in coaching is literally, again, channeled is gold. So not only you're supposed to do it in coaching with me, which I recommend on average 2 to 3 months, but you're supposed to do it after. Okay, the change is supposed to happen. And as much as I love repeating myself, and I really do, this is not being sarcastic, at some point, it needs to start sinking in and you're supposed to be doing these things, not just blah, blah, blah. Otherwise, why are you investing in coaching again if you're not going to do the things that are beneficial for you? Whatever you start doing during the coaching, you're supposed to carry it over to your life after we're done. And by the way, 2 to 3 months is like so little of a time period to condense all this knowledge, but I give it to you in this very well packaged way so that you can absorb all of it, get your system shaken up a little and get used to a different routine, a different mindset, different everything, and just follow the yellow brick road. Okay, even if you don't manifest within my coaching, which is very rare, you manifest on the way to your goal, you manifest other goals, and there's certain other things that are happening, like your energy shifts, okay, which is the most important thing. But even if you don't manifest within my coaching, you're supposed to continue doing those things that I advised. Very, very important. If you have any questions, you can always book a session, and which is why I offer the 5-session package. After you already gone through my coaching, learned everything, got familiar, sometimes, you digest things and this and that, and then you come back to me maybe a few months later. But that you're not doing anything after you left my coaching, again, why would you spend money like that? You're supposed to learn it and implement it into your life. And then tell me how you're doing. Then I'm interested in hearing all about it. The people who succeeded in my coaching, which again is 90%, they do their share of work on their end. Okay? And they don't give up on it. They continue. My door is always open. I have my phone, I have my email, I even have WhatsApp and this and that. For those of you, outside United States, you can reach me and you can schedule the session. You can whatever, even if it's an email, blah, blah, blah. I'm always available. You have zero excuses not to succeed in my coaching. And so to wrap this up, the coaching is 3 times per week. This is mandatory. Okay, if you're signing up for the signature package, there are other packages, but this is the one that if you really want to get on board and start shaking loose of all of this old programming. It's not going to happen once a week or once a month. I don't know how other coaches conduct their business this way. It's bullshit. Okay, 3 times per week. Like I used to say 2 to 3 times per week, but I really, after a while, everybody evolves. I always evolve my coaching also. I came to the conclusion that it really needs to be 3 times per week, which I was kind of doing already anyway. And it's 3 times per week via Zoom or via phone call. Everything's recorded, like I said. And this is your time with me to maximize to the limit everything you want answered, everything you want processed, everything you want discussed, so that there's no stone unturned. You have such a fantastic opportunity in me. It blows my mind. Not that I'm like, patting myself on the back, but honestly, guys, I wish I had this kind of support in somebody else when I was in my mid-20s, early 20s, mid-20s for sure. I was so depressed and I wish there was a person just like that. This is why I'm doing this work, because I'm kind of like giving my younger self in my early 20s some kind of, I'm going to do this because I obviously can go back in time. Okay, I can revise my past, but I can go back in time. So I'm doing this also for myself, which is what I would have wanted for somebody to do for me. I also don't want to particularly hear your tales of working on yourself through watching videos and through tales about other coaches. I'm not even remotely interested. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to be a snob when I say all this. It's just the truth. I'm not interested. You're here in my coaching for a reason. So let's just like blank slate and let me just do my job, because I know exactly what I'm doing. So the best thing for you is to just take my lead, okay? Just take my lead and everything's going to be okay. But make sure before signing up that my personality is for you. If you're really ready to jump ship from the old reality, okay, and if you don't want to live in dysfunction anymore, you need somebody with a strong personality, not somebody who, again, gives you like, blueberry pie and a fucking affirmation. Okay, again, how long is that going to last? Most of you have reservoirs of deep-seated issues. It's not just a lack of confidence. There's a lot of other things going on. And it's, again, at this point in time, I'm coming more and more aware of how to be completely brutally honest this way in order to really help you and in order for you to maximize your success with me. I have to be dishonest because I'm always honest, but you're not coming into coaching for just a quick fix of an affirmation and some kind of a guidance. I really need to restructure your mind, the way that you think, because that's time and money well spent. That's how you get results. So if there's any resistance, if there's any kind of like second guessing, if there's procrastination of doing certain things, You are blocking your own progress, and that, my darling, I cannot help you with. I cannot help you with. I've completely, elevated my coaching game to the level that I really wanted it to have. At this point, I'm always evolving, all for you to take advantage of this opportunity, because I'm sure that I won't be, coaching on YouTube forever. At some point, I mean, there's gonna be a time that I won't be, I won't be able to. Okay, I will be busy with other things. So I've done this for you because I really saw what people need on YouTube, and I really saw the real issue is not the SP. It's really you. It's really your energy not allowing yourself in a lot of cases to do good for you, because you're such a people pleaser that you got used to even neglecting your own emotional needs and your own life. Okay, at the expense of, like, your life is not important to you, but it should be. And what you really need in coaching is to reprogram your mind and not procrastinate about it anymore. Otherwise, it's like, how is a coach supposed to drag you out of that dysfunctional routine if you yourself aren't willing to come along? And sometimes, it's not until you really hit rock bottom. But my advice would be, having been several times in moments where I was desperate for advice and, just didn't know where to get it. Okay, it was a while ago. I would have done just about anything, okay, for somebody to really help me, to really listen to me, to really understand me. And this is exactly what it's all about. It is not about your SP. You're seeking the peace that is absent right now within your heart and within your soul, and looking for it on the outside, whilst refusing to help yourself, refusing to address the core issues, and just kind of like putting this attention on your SP is dysfunction all over again. It just is. You're looking for validation in this person when you haven't validated yourself. Manifestation doesn't work like that. Manifestation works reverse. You need to validate yourself. You need to be okay with yourself first, and then everything else comes. We don't really need to do anything else in coaching. I just, I love to teach people energy work. I love to teach people certain tricks that they can manifest super fast, et cetera, et cetera. And I love talking to people, period, that need help. I get off on that. But you yourself, right? You really need to allow this new energy to flood into your life. And it's not going to happen if you're resisting the change. The change, if you really, don't wait, in other words, until you hit rock bottom to get help. Get it whilst it's manageable for you. Don't wait until you're suffering so deeply to get help. And then you're getting into it. Like, that's another thing. And I'm saying this very lovingly. This whole audio is full of love from me to you. Why? Because somebody sometimes need to kick your ass to see what's really happening. Okay, sometimes you're so in dysfunction that you can't see. You up to your ears, you're in it, you are. And you can't see. So allowing somebody to save you, again, time and money, and just tell you exactly, here's what to do. Just do it. That's it. That's all you have to do. And when you have this trust, not only, to me, with me, but in the universe, that you've done it already, some kind of other way. Now it's time to try a healthy way that actually serves you, not somebody else, not about other people. No, it's you. It's you. You owe this to yourself. Okay. Otherwise, again, nothing's going to change. And, again, it's your life. I can't really make you do anything, but this is what I'm doing for you in order to succeed in as little time as possible. Again, your transparency, your honesty is paramount. The acceptance that you do need help, the acceptance that you're not doing something right now, which is why you're having the issues. That there is another way. That's it. And it's not that complicated. It's right there staring you in the mirror. But maybe to you, like I said, it's not that obvious. To me, it really is. Again, one, because I've done this with so many people now, and your issue has been dealt, it's been done before. Okay, it's been done before, like many many times over. You're not so unique that your problem is without solution. So this is a bit long, but I feel like I really owe this to you, this refresher and this really straightforward, honest talk, for you to invest your money wisely, right? For you to be prepared for what's coming your way when you're in coaching with me. It's not for the faint of heart. It's not. It's not. This is why not everybody's doing it. This is why people resort to videos. This is why people look for quick fixes, fooling themselves entirely, not picking the right coach because, again, they're more focused on the visual and the flowery promises, not really a straight talk. Like when something sounds a little too good, it's bullshit, right? So there is work involved. And this is the work that's overdue for you to learn a different way. And my heart again goes out to all the people who are under the impression of the endless propaganda on YouTube, that it's a technique away, that it's an affirmation away. No, it fucking isn't. It's just not. It's just not. You're wasting your time. You're wasting your money. So again, I understand this is not for everybody, but I'm talking directly to my people, in quotations, which resonate with that. Those are the people who will succeed in my coaching. I particularly do not want to deal with any other kind of person who is resisting me, who's doubt. Leave me out of it. Just come exactly as you are. Drop the bullshit at the door and just let me do my job. And trust me when I tell you, I will do my absolute best to bring you over there, provided you dance in concert with me. If you have any questions about the coaching, all the information from me is below. You can pay in installments. There's a link underneath, not underneath, on the bottom of each description. On my website, like the signature, not each product, the signature, the video school, the what else? The 4 sessions, and there was another package. Can't remember now. Oh yeah, on the go. The signature is the real deal though, and you can pay in installments. I'm working on something else, but it's gonna take me at least a week or so. I'm building an additional website. That website automatically gives the option to pay in installments, but it's pending right now. It's, all the technology bullshit. So I'm working it out. So I'm giving you an additional way to make it extra easy for you to really, be able to pay in installments and get the coaching that you need. I really want to help. That's all it really comes down to. I really just want you to understand what coaching is all about and how you're really able to achieve results instead of just, I want you to resonate. I mean, ideally, right? I want you to resonate. But if you don't worry about it. I only want to work with people who resonate with this direct approach and who understand that this direct approach is designed to help them completely, to save time and money again. I don't know how else to say it. Thank you very much for listening. All the information from me is below. Until next time. Ciao, ciao.